Oh my gosh, stabilizer went crazy there. Hello, thanks for joining us here. I know this is kind of a random time to go live. We tried to plan as best we could to surprise anyone that did not get our live yesterday with this live here. And different time zones for different folks. We would be going all over. It is windy where we are at, so hopefully you can all hear me. Jordan is actually going to get a drink here for us as well because we've been trying to search all over for a non-windy space outside because it's gorgeous but windy. So Jordan is actually coming back, I think right now. I think I did see him. Now I can't see him. I think he's trying to find me, honestly. All right, this might be another search for Jordan. I did just see him. Let's say hi to some people, though, here. I'm sure he'll find me. Okay, I did lose him. This might be another hunt for Jordan live. Not on purpose. Oh, I see him now. He's okay. I'm trying to get him. All right, it's across the pool deck. So oh, does he see me? I don't know. He's not saying anything. Okay, he sees me. All right. Chris, I know you want to hunt for Jordan live. I mean, just like, what was it, Wonder of the Seas? That one was difficult because I had his phone in the stabilizer. This time it's my own phone. He had his own, so someone could have at least messaged him if need be. Hey, Tracy, first in the chats here. Hi, all. I have time on a weekday, so I'm happily waiting. I love that. Thank you so much, Tracy, for being here. Look at that. He's got a drink for us.
Hi, everybody.
The pool bar barely has anyone at it, so it's very easy to get one. That's why I was like, go get one for us while we do this here.
Yes.
There's a tray behind us here.
Oh, that's perfect. This is a great seat.
It's not bad,
You know what's funny, though, is there's 4 sets of stairs on this deck, and I went to every set of stair except for this one. So
I saw you at the pool bar, and you went the wrong way, or went that way, and I was like, oh, I don't know if he realized I'm over here.
It was kind of fun. But
I told them it's so windy everywhere that I try to find a place that wasn't too windy. How is the sound? Let us know.
Hopefully it's good.
You're gonna have to get your phone out so we can look at comments here.
Let's go ahead and look at comments.
So Tracy was first in here.
Hey,
has
Tracy.
some time on the weekday, so happily waiting. I love it.
Actually, Chris was here before that.
Oh, and Chris was here before
Chris,
that. Sorry for the
hello
wait.
to you.
It was a long wait, but we tried to find a spot where we weren't mumbling right when we go live.
I apologize. We've got Amy Brocken here. Hello. It looks like Dwayne and Tanja are here. It's Dwayne's accountant says, and Tanja says, Tanja here. Hi, Tanja. It's good to see you.
Amy Brock says, I hear you had the window guy out yesterday in some plumbing projects, so doing some of the same.
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
Let's see. Here's definitely some back and forth here. Melissa Blair's in the house. Hello,
hey, Melissa. What is up? Tanja says, us and Abby got on Carnival Pride to Iceland August 20th.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to be amazing.
We have all of the things that we've already done that we recommend, but we're going to try some new things as well. So you'll have to stay tuned. Obviously, if you're brand new to the channel, our Instagram account has all the tags of where we go, what we recommend, at Cruise with JJ if you aren't familiar. So definitely follow us on there. It's always on our stories or highlight reels. You can go to Iceland currently, but we'll be adding some more here soon because where are we going?
We are headed to Iceland. That's where we're headed to. So we're actually, I think that the Carnival Pride goes to a couple of different places in Iceland that we haven't been to, but I know that it's going to Itinerary, which is one of our favorite stops. And then, where are we doing the overnight?
Reykjavik.
Oh, Reykjavik, yes. Oh
yeah,
my
we're
gosh,
going to
that slipped my mind.
Reykjavik, but that's an overnight, which is great because we were able to get off before, so we had nothing for Reykjavik, which is the largest city in Iceland, so you got to have something.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love this little back sunlight.
The sun came out. It was
it's warm in my back.
It was really chilly when we got here earlier, which is why I'm in a jacket. And
on the buffet, I know it's a little.
I need to button this up a little
bit. The
funny
funny thing is, I was actually going to bring a jacket to match him, with a red, pop a red, but I'm glad I didn't because it's nice and warm here.
Just Judy Crafting is joining her first live. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for joining, Judy. Thanks. Oh my gosh, already 35 thumbs up within the first 4 minutes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. If you haven't already, give a thumbs up. We appreciate it.
The Wu-Tang Life is here and says, hi, JJ Cruise.
Hey.
We got Mary Ellen Dillon here. Hello to
Mary
you.
Ellen.
Let's see here.
I was joking with them that we're going to have a hunt for Jordan again, just like Wonder, because I saw you go the wrong way, and then you disappeared. I was I don't know where you went.
That was a lot less. Also, we've done that a couple of times. We were on a carnival ship and we did that
yes,
too.
Celebration.
Was it Celebration
No,
or
it's Mardi Gras. Horizon.
It was one of Horizon.
Luckily, I had my own phone this time.
Tracy said Mike Mike has 5 minutes and says, hello. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Chris says, I want to hunt for Jordan live. That's so funny. says, hey kids, what is up?
Hey, how you doing?
Let's see here. Thank you. The Wu-Tang Live says, hit that like button, everyone, and share this live.
Aw, thank you so much.
Thank
Wu-Tang
you.
Live.
And it says, hi guys, watching from Cali.
Ooh,
Thank you
from
so
Cali.
much for joining.
We just left Southampton ourselves, but the UK, not New York.
Yes.
And let me tell you, we were on the south side. Obviously, you can see a little bit of what went down just yesterday. We were with the Cruise Boys, Emma Cruises, both fantastic YouTube channels and both fantastic people to be around.
Thank you to everyone that watched that live. Thank you to everyone that went and followed the Cruise Boys.
Yes, and subscribed.
We had a really, really nice couple of days here in the UK. It was a great way to kind of set ourselves up for this cruise.
Yeah.
Because already when you like come to the UK from the Mediterranean, it's just different.
It is.
In a great way, but it's like you're in a different place.
And we'll talk about a lot of differences here today, because one of them was definitely a little different and got us off on the wrong foot, but we're very positive people. So we're in a good place, but it was definitely an interesting start to the cruise.
It was, but we're in a good place.
We're in a good place, yes.
Wildman says hello to you.
Hey, Mark.
Lori is here. Hey, Lori.
Hey,
Powerful
Lori.
Female is here.
Hey, Powerful
hello
Female.
To you. Kelly says finally catching a live. Hi from Wisconsin. Thanks so much for joining us from Wisconsin.
Yes. So close to Chicago, where
so close.
We fell in love.
Let's see. Margaret Wilson says, hello, JJ Cruise. Have a blast on your cruise. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate
Esperanza
it.
is here and says, have a great cruise. Thank you.
Hello, and thank you.
Tony is in the house and says, hi all. Hello, Tony. Jamie's here, says, so excited for this live. Love the smiles. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We love to smile.
Rami is here and says, OMG, so good to see you guys. As always, you've made my day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate that. And similar to any of our lives, if you do have a question, feel free to put in all caps question. And then your question. You don't have to add CB this time like we did yesterday, but if you just have a question, all caps question, and then what your question is, we'll try to get as many questions in the hour as possible. We do have a busy schedule tonight. Even though we were just on Silhouettes, it was in a whole different climate, a whole different ballpark, if you will. So we are so excited. I mean, we weren't just on Silhouette, but it feels like it because it was, 2 months ago?
Well,
maybe?
we were on most recently enough to where the cruise director is the same.
Yes, Cruise Director Mike. Yes, Cruise Director Mike is still here. But we haven't seen a lot of the new specialty acts and everything going else on board. So we're excited to go explore tonight.
Gina Duda is here and says, hi, Jordan and Jared.
Gina.
Enjoy your back-to-back cruise. Miss you guys in the J Crew. Hi, Gina. It's good to see you in here.
Miss you too.
Audrey says, hey, guys. Hello. Nancy Bird says, that last hunt was fun. If you followed the channel for at least a couple of years, you will know the hunt that is being talked about.
Yes, that hunt was a lot.
Let's see here. Yes, and Tanja is joining us from San Antonio, Texas. Sorry, for some reason I read San and I was about to say Francisco, but San Antonio, Texas.
So a couple of things here. There's questions coming in. The basics weren't in the title. We are on Celebrity Silhouette. We are headed on a cruise to Iceland. That was in there, but we're also going to Ireland and Scotland. And Ireland, we've been to Cove before, but we haven't been into Cork. Cork is obviously the more well-known city and is the place that people travel into, but it's not where the port is. The port is in Cove, spelled C-O-B-H.
Yep.
And so we're going to actually go into Cork tomorrow, and then towards the end of our cruise, we'll go to Kirkwall, which is in Scotland, and Jordan is from Scotland, so we have a little bit of a heritage.
I'm not
cruise
from
there.
Scotland. My ancestors,
are from
Scotland.
Yes, you're hereditary.
Yes.
Hereditary.
I am okay, oh geez. I am a part of the Wallaces. So my great-grandparents were Wallaces.
Yes.
That side of the family, a lot of them have this just flaming beautiful red hair. I did not, because
You did not get that.
I got mixed with the English. So we've got Traveling with Tinkerbell here. Hello to you. Traveling with Tinkerbell just started a channel. She said, hello, JJ Crew. Happy to see you in the live today. If you can please give my channel a shout out. Thank you, Jordan and Jared. Love you guys.
Oh my gosh. Go follow Traveling
Head
with
over
Tinkerbell.
to check out
Yes.
it's Traveling with Tinkerbell.
Traveling with Tinkerbell.
And Tinkerbell has been in our lives for years.
Yes.
So it's so good to see you in here.
Yes.
I'm excited to come over and subscribe to your channel, and I'm sure that the community here is excited to see
we're
what
already
you're gonna do.
subscribed.
Sorry, we're already subscribed. I actually, when I said that, I thought, because she had messaged us, right? About being starting a channel.
Yes.
So I thought that we had subscribed already. Let's see. Elizabeth says it's a lot colder in the UK. It is cooler here.
You know what? It was cold for lunch. That was the coldest
It
part because the
was.
wind was blowing. We went out on the Ocean View Cafe, which is the buffet here, and we were like, you know what? It's so crowded in the buffet area, which it was so crowded. And we'll get into that a little bit. That's not even the bad part of what happened at the beginning of this cruise. We just were like, you know what, we'll go outside. It's a beautiful day because we just walked, 14 minutes from the train, took the train in. It was beautiful everywhere. And then we got into the outside part of the buffet and the breeze was like chilly cold. We don't know what happened, but now the sun is going. We're in the perfect place where there's not too much wind, but just enough to keep us chill. It's nice. And thank you again.
Yes.
Look at that, 10 minutes in and we have almost 100 likes. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, give it a thumbs up. Maybe you're number 100. Let us know if you are. I appreciate it.
Joanne says, where are you doing? So I'm not sure if it should be what are we doing or where are we
Well,
going?
we talked about ports, Akureyri, Ísafjörður, and Reykjavik for Iceland, particular overnight in Reykjavik, and then Kirkwall, Scotland, as well as Cork or Cove, Ireland.
Yes. Margaret says, what ship are you on? We are on the Celebrity Silhouette.
Celebrity Silhouette, yes.
We love this ship. It's a really, really nice ship. Cruise boys are here. They said, hey,
Hey,
guys,
Cruise
missed you both
boys.
already.
Yeah,
today.
that train ride was great.
It was pretty smooth.
Very seamless, and we can attribute that once again to Cruise Boys, who helped us late last night and making sure that we got the fastest and best route and
Yes.
cheapest price.
We've got some other friends in the house. Wheelchairs Adventures are here.
Hey, Wheelchair
Cruise
Adventures.
with Amber is here. Hello to you.
Amazing.
I'm so sorry. I saw Jennifer Everson. There are so many people in here. I apologize if we've missed you. Please write question in all caps with a comment or a question. We'll try to get to that.
Yes.
We have another question here from Elizabeth. When is the next time we'll be coming back to the UK?
You know what? The UK, well, we told this on the live yesterday, but we'll tell it again here. This is not the big announcement. There's one even bigger. I haven't even been able to tell a lot of this stuff yet. UK came in like maybe a minute before.
You want me to hold it for a second?
Oh, well, sure.
Yeah,
Well, we just
give
need
your
to
arm a
move.
break. Give
This
your
is
arm
a
a break.
weird location. So we are on this cruise for a while. If you did not catch the live yesterday, we are on this cruise for like 28 nights or something like that.
23
23 nights. It's like pretty much the entire month into August. And so the beauty of that is that we get to know the crew, we get to be able to be here and have our favorite spots, but we have a whole different itinerary on our second leg. So we'll technically come back to the UK here in a little bit, but
coming back to the UK to stay,
not so much.
It will probably be a while, but you'll just have to watch the channel and find out.
Yeah.
I love this question. Thank you, Powerful Female, for giving us this question. I love it. This is a great question. What is your most favorite thing and least favorite thing about always traveling?
All right, you answer that.
That's a good
That's your
question.
question, not mine.
My most favorite thing is I'm gonna say two things. The destinations is one, the people is the second. We meet so many amazing people all around the world. You know, we just obviously yesterday with the Cruise Boys, we got to meet Emma Cruises. The people that we get to meet on our travels make our travels so awesome, and then the destinations that we go on make them incredible too. It's like so many
Yeah.
adventures, and we're just so thankful that we get to do what we do.
And what's your least favorite?
My least favorite thing is the unpacking and packing. My least favorite thing.
Just because he just did it.
No, I really, really
He
do
does
not
hate
like.
luggage and packing. If it was his way, we'd have a backpack each, and that's what we'd explore with. We could not do that. We
Well-
would not have a channel if we did that,
But
because we
this
wouldn't be
is-
able to have our equipment.
But this is the example of like how I don't like it, because like in the last week, right? We got off of the Celebrity Reflection, so we packed up. We went to a hotel in Barcelona, had to get suitcases out and stuff out there. That was for 3 nights. Packed up. Then went to the Cruise Boys for 2 nights. Got our stuff out, 2 nights there, packed up. Then we came here and unpacked. It's the back, like bouncing around and having our luggage with us. That is definitely my least favorite part.
Interesting.
It is your turn to answer the question.
I mean, mine is I love almost every part of it. I think the only part that I don't like is I think probably airplanes. And I'll say it this way. Airplanes, because we don't have the budget to do it the way that I would recommend anyone does international travel. Honestly, some of these seats are so tight, they're so small, they're not meant for 6 foot tall people or 6'3", which is Jordan. Also, of course, the people sometimes in airplanes are just the most, the worst types of people sometimes. Not because they are the worst, they're in their worst mode. Everyone's
Yes.
crabby. Everyone doesn't want to be on the airplane. Everyone's uncomfortable. And that's not every airplane, but I will say international travel in that form, I would never say the flights are my favorite part. I'm growing to like domestic a lot more because of the international.
Well, and that's one more point for transatlantic cruises right there.
Yes. Okay. You kind of skipped past this. I was trying to say we have a big announcement.
Yes, go
we
ahead.
haven't said
Go
anything
ahead.
about that in the
Sorry.
15 minutes of the live. We have a big announcement that we will be announcing before the end of this live. And let me just tell you, this big cruise announcement is something that affects you all, not just us. So it's something that we're excited. Our Patreon already knows about it, which is so super exciting. That's a perk of being a Patreon member of ours. So if you're interested at all, you get the podcast and a lot of other things. You can always go to patreon.com and check that out. We are so close to 100 thumbs up, though. Who's going to be number 100? Appreciate it in advance. Let's start walking around, because I'm tired of sitting here.
Okay, well, I think that you should give me the camera because
That's fine, but
we can switch. We've got some great questions
Oh,
today.
I want the questions.
I'm loving
I just
the
want to walk around
questions.
because this is such a weird spot,
Where are you wanting to walk to?
If you didn't see, we're on these nice, show them the benches. So we're on the nice things, but they're different heights. And so my arm has to be like higher than
It was
normal
a difficult seating
to
position.
get Jordan's tall head because he's taller than me. So it's just a lot.
It was hard. Jared's arm probably really hurts, but he did a good job keeping it steady.
It's easier to walk or put it somewhere up level high or at a bar. So what was the question you wanted?
Okay, right there. Question: will you guys ever do the retreat?
You've done the retreat.
I've done it once. It was a great experience. It is definitely out of our price range for right now and the season of our life that we're in right now.
Well, price range, I wasn't going to say that. It's in our price range if we were to do a cruise once a year or a couple times a year.
Yes.
It's not in our price range to do it as often as we do it.
Yes.
And so we try to cruise as much as possible. So we try to find some of the best avenues to do so. And that's, why we do what we do.
We pick doing 5 or 6 cruises instead of one cruise in the retreat. Because we love to cruise that much. That's kind of just a personal choice.
Elizabeth Gillen said, I am in Scotland. I hope you all have a great time, or I hope you have a good time.
Thank you so
much. I
much.
appreciate it. Charlie and Tico Bear, so thank you guys. Love you bunches. Yes, thank you for being such an OG member of the channel. You've been here for a long time. So excited for your own journey. Starting a YouTube channel is hard. And so as much support as you can get, the better.
Yes.
Let's see here. Margaret Wilson said, my parents were born and raised in Scotland. Must see if you get to Edinburgh is the tattoo at the castle. All of my family are in Scotland and England. Oh, wow. Amazing.
So we are only going to be going to the islands up north. We're going to be in Kirkwall. I want to come back and take a longer cruise, or not necessarily even cruise, but a land trip.
It'll be a land trip.
Where shall we walk to?
Let's walk towards the Solarium.
Okay, all right, let's walk towards the Solarium.
Because the wind just keeps picking my hair up.
Yeah, maybe we go through this little area down here.
That's the opposite.
No, I'm just going to walk through this area to avoid the wind.
Have you heard about the Hallmark Channel's Christmas Cruise 2024?
I have not.
You have not. That's great.
That sounds like fun. Tell us what.
Look into it.
What ship is that going to be on? That sounds like fun.
Joanne says, "Ooh, maybe you will see the volcano." I don't know if we have plans on it, but maybe. Never know. With us, you never know. Let's see here. Mary Ellen Dillon said, did you say you took the bus down to Southampton? That's how I got there for Celebration. We did not. We took the train. We came from Brighton, where they're at, Cruise Boys and Emma and everyone. And so we were just there, took the train. Cruise Boys were so nice to give us a quick trip to the train stop, and then we took the train all the way. If you ever do Europe or the UK or anywhere in general in this area, public transit is much better than I will say a lot of cities in the US. And I mean, we live in Chicago for so long, and obviously public transit's great there, but so many cities it's not unreliable.
Yes.
Now, of course, there's sometimes strikes and stuff like that, so you always have to be careful and in the know. But in general, it's a great and cheaper way to travel.
You want to walk over to the Spot Cafe area?
Yeah, let's do it.
There's some good seats over there.
All right, let's see if there's another question here. Let's see here. Debbie says, hello from the wet and cloudy Indiana.
I've heard that there's been some bad weather there.
Dina said, a reminder to give a thumbs up. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dina.
Dwayne Sen said, I wonder if we will cross paths in Southampton or at any ports. We need to talk.
We need to talk.
Depends on how fast you're going. I will say we know other people on other ships, and so far we are not there at the same time as them. So I wonder if it's the same with you or not, but we'll have to talk.
And I will say this, I think that this is safe to say, we do fly back to the States immediately from this ship. So we go straight, we take the first transfer off the ship straight to the airport and then back to home.
Back to home.
Yep.
Another thing, Debbie Palmer says, I use packing cubes for short stops so I don't have to unpack.
Oh, that's a great
It's
tip.
a great tip. Here, I'll come over
Do we want to sit here or do we want to?
Okay. I'm just coming right here.
All right, perfect. All right. No, packing cubes are a great thing. If you've never used them, they help you organize your luggage so much. We need to use them more. We got a super chat here from Tracy. Thank you so much,
Aw,
Tracy.
thank you for the super
Have
chat.
a warm drink for us on this cruise. We are in 95-degree hot, humid weather. Want to enjoy some cooler weather for us? Have a good drink.
Oh
Thank
my
you
gosh.
so much.
You know what? First of all, thank you for that super chat. But we just were watching the news as we were getting ready to go live here down in our stateroom, getting ready. And it was all about the heat wave going through the U.S. And let me tell you, we felt some of the heat wave in Brighton too yesterday.
Yes.
Because in southern part of the UK, it was very, very warm. And we were very like, oh wow, this is actually, and if you know, a lot of places in the UK don't have like AC, like that's not a normal thing. So you feel the heat when it comes in, even if it's not 90 or 100, you feel any heat. So it was really interesting. Mary Ellen Jones said train strike when I was there initially. Then they canceled last minute. Yes, that's right. We were on the same cruise, and we remember that's why we didn't do the train either last time.
Yep.
Ellie says, hi, Jordan and Jared, looking great. Hello, Ellie.
Hello, Ellie.
Margaret Wilson said, hey, Med. I'm sorry, that's someone else. That's for someone else.
That was for Medic Mary Ellen Dillon.
And then let's see here. Mary Ellen Dillon said, missed the last Patreon call. Yes, that is where we give some of the updates here, but if you ever miss one, just let us know. We'll be happy to give you a little update here.
Yes, of course.
Emma's in the house. Says, oh, hey, long time no see. Hello,
Hi, Emma. Good to see you.
Good to see you here.
Again, it's been way too long.
I know, way too long. And I'm sorry. I think we went live maybe like a few minutes as you were probably going live because it's Friday, right? No, tomorrow's your live. It's Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Gosh. My days are all mixed
It's
up.
Thursday.
It feels like a Friday. What cruise leaves on a Thursday? This cruise. Sean says, question for someone passionate about travel, specifically Walt Disney World and cruises, what's the best way to get into the travel industry, whether part-time or full-time? Thank you so much for all your videos and info.
That's a great question. Obviously, becoming a travel agent is one great way. A lot of people do the travel agent thing part-time. We know a lot of people also that are travel agents just to, like, that's their side gig to cover their own travel costs.
Now, I'll play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Never go into being a travel agent full-time if you do not have some sort of marketing base already. And what I mean by that is the fact that we did not go full steam ahead into the travel agency business. Jordan went in first, and I still had my corporate job because we wouldn't have been able to make ends meet. Travel agents do not make a lot of money. I'm gonna say that right away. If you ever see a travel agent and you think that they are like loaded with money, I'm telling you right now, they're not.
That's true. But I think my point there was more if you're looking to get connected into the industry, you want to, you know, be with other people that are passionate about travel. It's those types of things that are like the additional perks. Being with people that are in the industry and, you know, getting to be some of the first people in the know for what's coming. But yes, a travel agency job, unless you have a large marketing vehicle, should not be something that you throw yourself into full time. Like Jared said, we did not do that.
No.
I started first, and then I did it for almost 14 months without you, actually.
Yeah.
And then you started about a year and a half after I did. So let's get to a couple more questions, and then we need to probably make this
Kelly
huge
says,
announcement.
question, you guys would be great parents as a family in your future.
Oh, thank you, Kelly. That's definitely something that has been discussed. I'll just leave it at that.
Thanks for the thumbs up, by the way. I appreciate it. Already well over 100 now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Give a thumbs up. It really helps any YouTube creator out there to really get their content out to new audiences. If you love cruising, why not give a thumbs up? Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I mean, I think it's easy enough to say this. You know, we did this with the Cruise Boys yesterday, but like if you love cruising, you're probably gonna love the content that cruise content creators provide. Just
Yes,
saying.
exactly.
Let's see. Peggy says, hello from Nebraska. Go Big Red. Hello, Peggy.
Hello.
Go Big Red. Dwayne says, a question please. Is there an updated source for your cruises? Again, trying to see if our paths will cross any JJ Hugs. We do not release any cruise information besides random announcements here on the channel. So we will not do that.
And to our Patreon.
And to be honest with you, there's a lot of reasons for that. We've learned this from a lot of other people, but it's somewhat twofold. One of them being, of course, that we want to make sure that we have some cruises just for us no matter what, right? That we have our cruises for our anniversary and for birthdays or whatever celebrations we want to have. Maybe it's a unique itinerary, but then the other part is always safety, right? There's always going to be a safety protocol here of like, we don't want anyone to be too excited and it ends up being something not safe for everyone.
Well,
right?
but yes, that is legitimate, and yes, there is a very strong reason behind that as well. From the past, and we're talking
this is like before
we're talking
YouTube.
like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, even some things before YouTube.
So that's what our
things from
group
past.
cruises are for. If you want to come cruise with us, and we know, the person that asked this has been on group cruises, so we know you know.
Yes.
But other people, if you want to come cruise with us, that's why we focus on group cruises. Because if you want to cruise with us, that is the best time. That is when we are fully available to everyone.
And that's why we've beefed up our group cruises.
Yes.
We've beefed up the amount of group cruises we're doing. Obviously, this one, we're about to announce like the third one that we've announced this year already. Oh. Was that not in the title?
No. I mean, it said our one big announcement.
I just blew it.
No, I mean, no one knows what it is yet.
But
we'll know in a few
we're
minutes.
trying to beef them up because we love our community. We want to be with people. We want to sail with people. But like Jared said, and there is one more reason that's an important reason we need to tack on there. Our schedule changes.
Oh my gosh, all the time.
You all have no idea. You have no idea how many cruises we were going to be on, and then we pulled out.
Sorry, it wasn't
like very close to the sail date.
And that's what I meant with the safety part, because we have had it in the past where someone knew we were going on a cruise through a roll call page, by the way. It wasn't actually for announcement. Booked the cruise and then we canceled because we had to, and they were so mad at us and we didn't even know they were going. So like, it's one of those things, like that's what I was saying, like the safety and security of like people knowing that we're going to be on a cruise. Go on a group cruise, you will know that.
Yep.
We won't leave our group cruise unless if we are in the hospital, and let's hope nothing like that ever happens.
That's why group cruises are cemented in. Everything else is a big old question mark, and our schedules change so much. This month alone, we were not supposed to be here. That's all. I will leave it at that.
Exactly.
We had something else that we were supposed to be doing this month.
Rockin' Robin's Awesome Adventure says, hello, JJ Cruise. Hello to you.
Hello, Robin.
Cruise with Amber in the house says, please cross your fingers and some good vibes for me. I've bid on a Sky Suite upgrade.
Ooh.
Fingers crossed for you. That's exciting.
That
Hopefully
is
you
super
get it.
exciting. We got a little super sticker here from
Oh my
Karen
gosh, I love
Weimer. Love the lemon head super stickers. Oh, it's like a snap.
It's like, hey, thank you, Karen.
Thank you so much,
for that
Karen.
super sticker. Let's see here. Also, Mead Summers has just got home from my Alaskan cruise. Norway, Iceland is next. So I can't wait to
amazing.
hear about your cruise. More to come very soon.
Yes.
Let's see here. You know what? Let's talk. Oh, here's a question from Wu-Tang Life, and then we'll talk about what happened at the very beginning of our cruise before we go into it. Question from Wu-Tang Life. Do you have an AMX card for the Centurion Lounge or Venture X card for Priority Pass Lounge? Lounge access makes the flying experience so much better. I love lounge access, or I love the lounge access, even with an economy seat.
So we are new to the AMX family.
Yeah, the AMX family, I believe, yes.
But we have recently gotten in. We aren't at the level. We don't have the card that gets you into the lounges.
No.
The fee was a little bit more than what we wanted to pay. But I know people love the lounges. But we're enjoying Amex.
Yes.
We are.
Joanne says, you know that the volcano in Iceland is erupting.
We do. So
I
they put out a poison alert actually just a couple of days ago, but it is not anywhere near where we will be.
And that's what we meant, that we aren't going, we're not going to be where the volcano is, but maybe we'll be able to see it.
We might be able to see it because it is close to Reykjavik, but it is not in the danger zone the hot zone or like the
Yes.
poisonous zone.
But thank you for that.
Because
appreciate that.
I did a lot of research because I saw that
Yes.
2 days ago, and I read up on it.
Oh, we have another super sticker. Oh, I love this one from Elizabeth Gillen. Oh my gosh. I love
This is like.
Hold on. You do it.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I gotta do it. Oh, okay.
We gotta do it right here.
Great.
Here we go. You ready?
Boom, boom, boom.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate that.
Did you feel the toot? I'm feeling the game controller's toot right there.
It is a toot. That was a 2D sticker.
I love it. It's got that attitude.
And we got
Tony G also super chat here. Go ahead.
Tony G says, can't wait to share my celebrity suite with you all. Y'all that are living the celebrity suite life.
I know. Speaking of someone who just did the Bid Up program and was successful. See, this is where the cross fingers are for you because it can happen. It happens to others. Thank you, Tony G, for that super chat.
Thank you so much.
I kind of went back down to the bottom. Cameron Hawkins in the house.
Hey, Cameron.
Hey, Cameron. Thanks for one of our great moderators here. We love you. Thank you so much. Barry Treasure Travel says, hey, JJ's, love your channel. Thank you so much.
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. We really appreciate it. Powerful Female says, the Hallmark Cruise is on Norwegian Jam, I believe, the beginning of November 2024. I'm not going because Roa has me busy in your group cruise, but I've heard of it. Oh, thank you for that. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I will be honest with you. This seems like a perfect cruise for my grandparents. They
Yeah.
love the Hallmark Channel and your mom.
My mom loves the Hallmark Channel. If she's watching, shout out to my mom because, well, she's probably not watching this. She's probably watching the Hallmark
She
Channel.
might be already booked.
Let's get it real here. Did the Christmas movies start yet?
Yeah, right. I mean,
I don't know.
It is July. Maybe Christmas in July.
I'm sure they do something for
Probably
Christmas in
have
July.
to, right? All right, let's see here. So let's talk about this morning. So, and by this morning, it was like going into the afternoon. If you've never been to Southampton, this is a cruise port that's quite popular, right? It's not like one cruise a year or one cruise every month. You know, it's a happening cruise port. It's the one that comes out of London or England.
Yeah.
And a lot of times put London in there if you're stopping in Southampton. So with this port, we've done it one other time. It was Carnival Celebration, and we were actually pretty late as well to the cruise. On that cruise, lots of delays before us, and we were reading about it. We were really worried. Once we got there, we weren't too bad because we actually had been an hour late to our embarkation time, our boarding time.
But
it was still
quite a messy embarkation process.
very messy. This time we're like, okay, this is first of all celebrity. So we're like, you know, obviously expecting celebrity embarkation, which is one of the easiest in Fort Lauderdale. One of the most seamless.
In Fort Lauderdale, it is almost seamless. We almost always just walk on the ship, or if we're early before 11 o'clock, we're on by 11.
It's easier than checking into a hotel.
It's easier than checking into a hotel most often.
Yeah, and it feels like it. You're just going into a retreat right away.
Yes.
We come in here, and right away, we're like, okay, there's definitely a line. And we're like, but it's probably not that long. Then we get inside, we see the lines wrapping around. We come in, and we just were like, you know, we are concierge class. That's where our status is. And the benefits are supposed to be priority embarkation or check-in. So we're like, okay, so what line's for us? They said, oh, we just have one line here. We kind of saw that there was a suite line, and we didn't know why that was not mentioned in there, but we were like, okay, so everyone goes here, like, get just for security. Then we go through security. It took, what, 35, 40 minutes?
Security took about 30.
30 minutes. Once we get through security, we go into the check-in part, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is going to be easy. There's barely any line there, and check-in was really easy. It was not bad after that 30, 35-minute wait. Then we get to the gangway, and Jordan makes a joke because, you know, by now we've already done everything. So we're like, oh, this is going to be easy.
We're like, oh, now it's time to walk on. And as we're turning the corner, I'm like, this must be where we get priority embarkation, right? Right? This is it, because, like, we're just going to walk on the ship.
The joke.
It was a joke. That it was a very bad joke. Because the line wrapped all the way down from the gangway. And the gangway had no AC. It was so hot.
It was another 30 minutes just
standing in the hot gangway.
2 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, you're just inching forward every minute.
And you're like, standing on an incline.
What's going on? And I told Jordan, I was like, maybe they had a lot of people that need assistance at the very front of the line. And I was like, that's great. If that's what it is, totally fine. Happy to wait. Not at all. It was actually just that they have, and maybe this is all the time here in Southampton. Maybe we didn't even notice it for Celebration. But they had the scanners for getting your express pass scanned on the ship here, and only have like 2, maybe 3 workers, like officers actually scanning people in. And a lot of people didn't have it on their app. They had a printout that wasn't working, so they then have to find it and get another officer to go find their information.
It was messy. It was a messy embarkation.
Really, we were just shocked by it, honestly, because it's so seamless elsewhere. So anyways, that's what started it off. It's just an hour and a half of your time at the end of the day.
It was, and yes, we've waited longer at other places. However, we're now 2 for 2 with Southampton. So I'm curious. You can put it in the comments if you want, but
I'm sure there's some that have done a lot.
Have you had negative experiences in Southampton embarking? Because now this is our second time, and both times embarkation took way longer than it should have. It's so tough too when it's like, and I get it. There's things we don't know, things behind the scenes we don't know.
Oh, of course.
But from a logistics perspective, it seems like they could have done things a little bit more organized.
It was very interesting because we were kind of perplexed by a lot of things that was happening today. Just because we're like, you do this a lot. You know, like if this was like a port that it's rare, they only happen for 2 months of the year, and it's like a few ships, completely understand. But I was like, this is like
and that's where
port.
There are 2 cruise terminals. Celebrities, Terminal 25 in Port Everglades, and Royal Caribbean's terminal in Miami.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 that they've got it down. Now, Miami does not have de-embarkation down.
True. They don't have de-embarkation.
That is always a hot mess. But embarkation, pretty much
and
well have it down.
Celebrity silhouette. So it's a smaller ship. It's not like a massive mega ship or anything. So that was what happened, because I know on with that. I want to make sure we cover that and don't forget about it.
I think we got a super chat here from Traveling with Tinkerbell. Thank you so much. This is in honor of Traveling with Tinkerbell's new channel. Ready?
Yes.
Oh.
Your turn.
All right, I will get up to
you're going to stand and do it.
I'll stand and do it. All right. It's like...
Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a hat. I didn't know. Was there a hat
so
in
much.
there?
Of course there's a hat.
Too.
Thank you so much, Traveling with Tinkerbell.
Appreciate
and again,
that
cheers to starting a new
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
I mean, it's a lot of hard work. You're in for a lot of work, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Building your community is the best part.
Building a community is the best part. The people are the best part.
Yep.
That's the easy answer for what's the best part of YouTube. People.
We've got some people here. Let's see. Maddie says, "Sup? It's good to see you guys. Loved it yesterday. It's good to see you, Maddie."
Yes, good to see you.
And also, Wheelchair Adventure said, "Yes, it is Christmas in July right now on the Hallmark channel."
Nice. I figured that's just smart marketing. Midsummer said in Phoenix it's supposed to be 113 degrees today. Stay cool, please. We do not want anyone passing out from heat exhaustion, that's for sure. I know it's happening. I know. I saw that whole Ed Sheeran thing.
It is.
I packed for my Ireland trips, Marilyn Dillon said, with separate packing cubes for every hotel change. Made unpacking and repacking at every hotel so easy. I love all these packing cube tips. We do have packing cubes, but we have not used them in some of these ways, so it's nice to know.
Yeah. We did give away packing cubes as a prize on our last group cruise.
Yeah, we love packing cubes. They're great.
It looks like the cruise boys said something about the Southampton terminal. Southampton is always a hit or miss.
Okay, good to know.
I hope next time we sail out of Southampton, it's a hit. I told Jared on Turner.
And I hope it's with you too.
Yes, and I hope it's with cruise boys. I told Jared, I was like, after today, we are not getting off the ship in Southampton on turnaround day.
He did say that pretty clearly.
I was like, I'm staying.
Agreed. And then I was like, wait, but the new Barbie movie might be out and we can see it in the theater.
No, absolutely not.
And he's like, nope, we're waiting. Sorry, Barbie. Just Judy Crafting says, as a retired flight attendant, I have 2 of all my products like makeup and shampoo and such. That way you never unpack/pack those items. It cuts down some of the packing. That's a good tip.
That's a great tip.
Yeah, and from a flight attendant or a past flight attendant, I mean, let me tell you, we are learning from YouTube a lot about flying.
We are.
Have the fanny pack down. I mean, that is a top tip. It is a good way to get some extra bang for your buck with packing.
A good, let's see, question from Wu-Tang Life just came in. This Wu-Tang Life says, seems you guys love celebrity. It's been known to be an older demographic. Has that changed over the years?
Good question. So
it's a great question.
There's different, I would say every cruise line can be older in general, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I'm sure that this cruise itinerary, since it's like 11 nights, I think.
Yep.
Since it's 11 nights, both trips, or one's 12, I think, it will probably be an older demographic because those are the people that can take that much time off, right? Even if we're in the summer, sometimes it doesn't matter. The parents can't get off, then they're not going to take a cruise. However, what we have seen is on Celebrity, 7 nights or less tends to be younger audiences and very diverse. You know, you have every type of person there, whether it's young, old, different races, different backgrounds, just really cool, and we love that. I mean, you really do have a diverse demographic on Celebrity. The other thing to know is for the premium lines, at least last that we checked, if I remember right, Celebrity is like average age of 57, and then the next one is Prince, I think at 62, and then Holland at 67. Once again, these are not our stats. This is what we had seen online from
these are
like
demographics.
just demographics.
Yeah, last year. Right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna swear on anything.
No. Sorry, we read these,
but it's around.
Yeah, we read these demographics at the beginning of this year.
So it gives you an idea of kind of where the lines fall for the premium cruise lines. Then you have like Virgin, and it's too new that I don't know where their average lies, but I would say it's probably close to Celebrity, maybe a little younger.
And just to give you an example here, this is true. Obviously, this is a premium cruise line. So it's going to be different from cruise lines that cater solely to families,
yes.
people that are bringing 4, 5, 6 kids on board. So that's something that is just going to be always true about these more premium lines like this, Princess Holland.
Absolutely.
However, what Jared said is so true. When we were on the Carnival Celebration, the transatlantic, that was 14 nights. There's barely any kids on board.
Yeah, it was one of the oldest audience we've seen on Carnival. And if you do that to some of these other destinations, Trans-Pacific cruises or long itineraries, you're going to get that.
Yeah.
Panama Canal is always going to be one of the older itineraries just because that's the audience that can take the time off to do it.
Yes, we call them our mature cruiser itineraries.
And once again, we love it. We love all demographics here, but if you're looking for a specific type, if you're looking to find the love of your life and you're looking for a younger demographic, then yeah, you should know the top tips to find that for you. Tony G, 1975 says, weekend in LA will be 101, triple digit club.
Ooh, 101, wow. That is hot.
Karen Weimer says, hey guys, happy to see you again. Hello to you, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Good to see you.
I think you are really back there.
I am. I'm trying to do both here. Deb Peterson just sent a super chat here. Enjoy a nice sweet snack. Aw, thank you so much. Deb.
Okay, this is this is so strange. YouTube is doing something very weird.
I know. On the screen, on my screen, it shows like a faint super sticker of the past.
But it's a super chat.
Your super chat. But it is a super chat.
Thank you so much, Dad. We really appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, we really do appreciate that. Elena Gonzalez says 118, 120 next week in Palm Springs. That is wild.
That is hot.
Let's see. Mark says, answer Tony from Lolita Loca. Oops. Talked about the Hallmark cruise, not much info. Okay, so yeah, Hallmark it seems like is out there, but not a lot to know what's actually going to happen on that.
Yeah.
Mead gave advice, being a full-time travel agent. Definitely good advice there. It's not for everyone, and you don't expect to become rich off of it because you won't. Epic Games TV, you guys getting prepaid or are prepped for an Alaska trip with an Iceland trip?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Our next, this is well known. Our next cruise after this is our group cruise. And we'll be in Alaska later in the month of August. But yeah, we're cold. We're like colder than cold.
Yeah.
Like Iceland will be colder.
Yes.
Alaska should still be cool.
Yes, we have 2 sea days from where we're going in Ireland, in Cork, to get to Iceland. So it's still a pretty good distance. You know, it's like going to Bermuda or even further than that, honestly.
Yep.
Maybe Southern Caribbean. Teresa Miller asked again what ship we're on because she came in a little late. Celebrity Silhouette, and we're on here for 2 back-to-back 2 itineraries. It's gonna be great. Let's see here. Question: where are we headed to? You want to handle that real quick for Christine again?
Yes, we're headed to Cove, Ireland. We've got 3 stops in Iceland: Reykjavik, Akureyri, and Isafjordur, and then on the way back we could stop in Kirkwall, Scotland, and then we'll be doing a back-to-back, and we're going to the Baltics, so Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Estonia, and Norway. So it's going to be an exciting couple of weeks. So Jared, I'm thinking this announcement should be made soon.
Oh yeah, because we have to talk about it. Yeah.
And we do have to stop this at the hour mark.
Yeah, very close to the hour
because we
mark.
have to have dinner.
Yeah. Okay, keep on talking a little bit. There's just some questions I want to make sure that we get to here.
Okay. But yes, the other thing so I know someone just asked about the itinerary that we're very excited about is we have an overnight in Reykjavik and then an overnight in Copenhagen, Denmark. We have not done a lot of overnights, and we had said at the beginning of this year we want to do more overnight itineraries because it just gives you that extra time in the place that you are at, and it allows you to actually go do things at night. So something that we love doing is going and seeing like a theater production. That's like one of our favorite
Yes.
things to do.
Oh my gosh, we love
You can't
that.
typically do that on cruises,
Yeah.
but when you have an overnight, you can check out the local theater scene. So I don't know if we're gonna do that or not in Iceland or Denmark.
Well, because we're going to be midweek, so it depends on
Yes.
if a lot of times our weekend performance. Jen Everson just sent in a
Jen
super
Everson,
sticker.
you
All right,
are
I'll
amazing.
stand up this time for this
All right,
one,
your
too.
turn to stand up.
All right, ready?
Okay. Oh, and the hat.
You're amazing.
Oh, wow.
All right, your turn.
All right,
You want me to hold it?
you can hold it. Okay. All right, hold on. I just gotta look at it again really quick.
Yeah. Don't mess it
Okay.
up.
Oh, actually, he is doing like.
He is doing that? I was gonna say he does a little thing below. It almost looks like what's it called? Like a tambourine, but
I
it's
mean,
not.
it's really. It
Well,
looks.
it is a tambourine.
It looks like something.
It is a tambourine. He's doing it against the head.
Doesn't it look like something out of Princess and the Frog?
You know what? I mean, it's a pear.
No, I know that, but like the dance that the pair is doing.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
hear Princess and the Frog music.
Yeah, that pear dance is really doing a thing. Joanne did ask a question here. Do you ever, or do you not miss home? Or do you ever miss home?
That's
You
a
answer
good
that one.
question. We keep it real on the channel. Yes, absolutely. We like traveling this much. We absolutely miss home. We miss our friends. We miss our family dearly.
I think that's the key. It's more about the people at home.
Yes.
Do I miss being at home? No, because I feel like you can be home anywhere you are. You know, like obviously.
That is the difference between Jared and I.
Yeah.
We do not agree on this.
I love traveling because as long as I have a nice bed to sleep in every night, I can fall asleep. Jordan, it takes a little getting used to getting a new bed every time. You know, it's like if we were in a hotel every single day, a different hotel, that'd be impossible for you, right?
Yeah.
But since we're on cruises for 11 nights, 12 nights at a time, you get used to it.
No,
a
when
couple
we're
nights in.
this is how we do these longer sailings because this is really how I prefer to sail. And Jared is gracious enough to be like, okay, we can do a couple of these really long ones because I really prefer to, yes, make my bed and call it home for longer than 7 nights. That is like how I prefer to travel. Any other questions you see?
Q's Cruisers is in the house. Hello, Sarah and
Hello,
Bob.
Q's
Thank you
Cruisers.
for joining. Another great moderator here.
Hey,
and
what is
friends
up?
of
I'm
the
so
channel.
sorry
We
we
love
didn't see you before.
Yes, I mean, there's so many people. If we missed your stuff, I mean, there's some questions in here, and I know we aren't going to be able to get to all of them. I was just seeing if there's any big ones here. We answered a lot at the beginning about where we're going, what ship we're on, and thank you for joining us, even if it's a little late into the channel. If you do want to watch all that, Silhouette, going to Iceland and other places. Let's get into the big announcement, though.
I love what
and then
Tanja
we'll go
just
into
said.
some
Tanja
other
just
questions.
said, you are each other's home.
Aww.
I love it. That is true.
Oh, here's a good one before we get into it. Elizabeth Gillen says, question, I've never done a turnover cruise. Do you have the same cabin and do you have to get off or can you stay on the ship? I think that's a key thing. So we can answer this now and then we'll re-answer it when we go live again on turnover day after we do it.
Every time we've had a turnover day, it's been a little different. Every single one. So when we go live on turnover day, which I think that's the plan, we'll go live that
Yes.
day. We'll talk about what happened that day. We are moving cabins. We'll share with you what category we have next time, but we are moving cabins and categories. No, we are not in a suite. And yeah, we've actually never stayed in the same room. We've always moved cabins, which is fine. The nice thing is typically they let you keep everything in your closet. So you can hang up all your shirts and they'll move the hangers for you. And then you just have to pack up your drawers. So it's kind of like a half-pack job that you have to do. I love that because, the hanging takes a long time to get stuff up and down.
And hey, Stephen Roberts, hello.
Hello.
Okay, so let's see here. I think we answered most questions here. I'm sure we missed some, but we're going to get into the announcement. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't mention this, and I'm glad no one mentioned it in the chats, because I'm sure probably 85% of you never even looked there. But it is already available for you in the description. Just shows, if you read the description, you might be able to find some good, juicy content. But we are announcing our group cruise for 2025. One of our first group cruises for 2025, and it's a huge one.
It's a huge one. It's the longest group cruise that we've ever done. I will say this, you all have, the people have spoken. we put a survey out there asking, what should be the next group cruise? What do you want to see us do?
That was in our community page, so it's for our OG members as well as our Patreon members.
Yep.
But over 1,000 people on there.
A lot of people voted on that. However, a lot of people in these lives have said, JJ Cruise, please do a transatlantic. Do a transatlantic. Please do a transatlantic. We want to do a transatlantic with you.
A repositioning cruise, anything.
Anything. A longer cruise than 7 nights. We just over and over and over again, we got that request. we found the perfect cruise at the perfect price.
Got a little shirt to kind of go with it a little bit. I mean, it's
You
not
do.
fully, but it's a little bit.
It's like a.
It's got.
What would I call that?
It's got a
Would I call
island
that
flair to it.
Would I call that a Hawaiian shirt?
Okay. I mean, I don't know if we can even say that anymore. I'm just saying though, is that we are going to be going to Hawaii on a repositioning cruise. Though we're gonna go from Hawaii to Vancouver, and it's not just that. We're going to be stopping on multiple Hawaiian islands, such as Maui. We're going to start in Honolulu. It's going to be fantastic, but not just that. We're going on one of our favorite ships.
We're taking it aboard the Celebrity Edge.
Yes.
And let me just say this. We do this every day, right? We price out cruises for people. The pricing that we have on this is so incredible.
This is why we did it.
Because it is 9 nights. It is multiple stops in Hawaii with multiple days in a row headed back to Vancouver. So it's a repositioning cruise. We did not feel like people could get 2 weeks off of work to do a transatlantic, because people were like, please do a transatlantic. We're like, you know what? This is like a miniature transatlantic. It's longer than 7 nights. It's got multiple days at sea. It visits very cool destinations, and it's up to a place that we have not been to with our people.
Yes. So, first and foremost, we have to get into details here. I put in the description a lot of the common questions are going to be asked, such as questions about flights, questions about deposits, all that stuff. A couple things I didn't put in there that I need to give you updates on, because this has been to our Patreon community here for at least a day, and some it's been even longer for some of our top members. So here's the thing. First and foremost, we know that we just announced Apex, a month or two ago. And with Celebrity Apex, there was some single verandas or infinite verandas. Those are long gone, even before we were able to release it to Patreon. So I'm sorry to say there is no actual single rate. However, you can take any of the rates in there in that form, and you can take off tax and Portuguese, which is about $143 off, and that would be what a single rate is. So if you want that, you can do that. Second thing, deposit. Since this is a group, the deposit does have to stay the same, and it is a hefty deposit.
Just to make sure, though, you had said Celebrity Apex. What cruise are you talking about right now?
So Celebrity Apex was the cruise we announced literally a month ago for another group cruise. That was in the Caribbean, and it was the first time, and it will be the first time we're on the Edge class. Super exciting sailing and itinerary. That is different, but that cruise had solo infinite verandas. Those are long gone as well for that cruise. But for the Celebrity Edge cruise that we just announced right here, that does not have any solo infinite verandas available. They have been sold out for a while before we even got a group. So just so you know that, because I don't want people to be like, give me a quote for that, and I have to go back and tell people that they're not available. It's a hard realization, but that's why I want to give you those rates. The other thing is for the deposit. For it to be in the group, it does have to be a $900 deposit, even if it's prevailing rates. Why is this? To be in the group and to sit with others for dinner, make plans with others, all of that, you have to be in the group. So that is why we want to make sure that's clear. I know that's a hefty deposit. If it is prevailing rates, that would mean that you can choose non-refundable or refundable. We go into that a little bit in the description. Non-refundable rates, just telling you right now, are always going to be cheaper if it's at a prevailing rate. However, then your deposit's non-refundable. All of our group rates are completely refundable, so we highly recommend you looking at those first, seeing if a solo works for you by just taking the tax.
I was going to say, I think this is the thing that's very important to note. Our group rates are cheaper than prevailing.
Yes.
Right now, they are quite a bit lower than prevailing rates. So I would not encourage you to look at the non-refundable prevailing rates. Look at the rates that we have for our group. Mary Ellen Dillon asked the date. It is May 7th, 2025.
But what do we have to say with that?
What do you mean?
To be a part of the JJ Cruise group cruise, and this is for every group cruise we do, you have to book through JJ Cruise. Why do we say that? Because if you don't, you will not be a part of anything we do. You won't be a part of communication that goes out, schedules, activities, events, prizes, amenities, any perks. All of it will not happen. So make sure you fill out the booking form if you want to go. It will have all pricing there. You do not have to fill out the form to actually get pricing. You can scroll down and look at all prices right there. But we have to make sure that's well known. I said it like 3 times in the description just to make sure. We've been getting that question more and more and more. And so we just want to make sure. So if you're going to go and book, it has to be through us if you want to go.
Elizabeth said her mom is on a cruise to Iceland. What cruise is this? The Celebrity Silhouette. Elizabeth, if your mom is on the cruise, tell her to find JJ Cruise.
Celebrity.
So yes, so that is all the info. The info is in that link, and like Jared said, he put some questions there. I think just to summarize that, we don't have solo cabins available.
But you can take
Taxes and port fees.
$143 pretty much off of whatever rate you see there, and that would be the solo rate. That's taxes and port fees for the second guest. You don't need to get into that, but that is what would come off that, and that would be your solo rate.
Yes. Wu-Tang Life says, Virgin, please, Virgin Group Cruise. All right, y'all, listen, we know you want us to do a Virgin Group Cruise. We will do one eventually.
Over that.
We did put a poll out saying this versus Virgin, and this got double the votes. The other problem with Virgin, there was not any longer sailings, like 7 or 8 nights, that worked with our schedule and worked with the pricing that we wanted to keep this within. Equals group cruise.
Yeah. So if we can Virgin changes that in the future.
The right month, the right with a solid itinerary. That means places that we really haven't done a lot at a good rate. That's what we're going to pick. This literally filled every bucket. When we saw it, we called in and we were like, what rates can we get from the groups department? They gave them to us, and I looked at Jared. I was like, we have to do this now. Like, we have to book this right now, which is why we're announcing the group cruise. Because I know he talked about Apex, then we announced the Symphony last month. Now we're announcing the Edge. So we've got a lot of group cruises coming up.
If you want any of the details, it is all in that link. The dates, the prices, the itinerary, all of it's there. If you are filling it out, I already see a ton of people here saying that they're filling it out, they're going. If you do fill it out and you actually are going and want to book, just know we're on a cruise and we will get back. Comes in and get you booked, but it may take a few days. We say up to 7 days. It usually doesn't take that long, but we say that just in case anything goes awry. Well, if we go in a storm and we don't have Wi-Fi anymore, we just want to make sure you're aware. You don't need to follow up with other things. I'm already seeing some.
We've got inquiries already coming in.
Jennifer Everson said, Hawaii with the JJ Crew. Good thing I'm booked. Patreon rocks. Yes, our Patreon community already had access and are already booking away. We already have a group going. It's fantastic. A lot of great people. Let's see here. Another thing here. Oh, Melissa Blair says, agree, Jen Everson. Matt said, can I put a deposit and then add the second person's name? I don't know who I will ask to come with me. Yes. Now, what we will do for that is we'll keep it as 2 people. And then if it comes to final payment, you decide to go solo, for any reason, you can actually go ahead and then reduce the occupancy at that time. So we will go ahead and fill that name in for you at a later date, or we will go ahead and reduce the occupancy and you'll get that $143 back. So good question. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Let's see here. Coranda says, Corey, hey Corey, if you want to have a great cruise experience with 2 of the best people, go on a JJ Cruise group cruise. So much fun. Highly recommend if you are a fan. Love these guys. I am in. Oh, Corey, we can't wait.
Thank you so much, Corey.
We loved having you on our last group cruise. It's so much fun. I mean, we have the best community going on these group cruises.
We have the best community. I see Tanja says, still working on my other half for this cruise. Just twist the arm a little bit harder.
Oh, Eddie Albertson here says, hey guys, just got in. Another ship. Yes, another ship.
Celebrity Silhouette. We're here for 23 nights. Iceland and Northern Europe for the first half. Baltic for the second half.
Yes.
We're very excited. We are on our way to Ireland tomorrow and then off to Iceland. We're really excited.
So excited. Elizabeth said, it looks like your mom left yesterday to go on a cruise. So not the same cruise as us, but we may see, maybe at the state with sister. I don't know. We'll have to see. But no matter what, she'll have a fantastic cruise.
Yes.
Iceland is hard to, not have a great time at.
Iceland is really hard tonight. We even had, last time we had pretty crummy weather for all but one day. And we had the best time.
Yeah.
We had such a good time that we're going back.
And of course, weather is so spotty. You have to be prepared for the wettest of weather and the darkest of clouds. But we got so lucky last time.
We did.
And you know what? If we have it the opposite this time, it'll be the Iceland way.
Oh, yeah.
Truly the Iceland way.
We have got a couple of minutes left before we have to go grab dinner.
Melissa Blair says group cruises are the best. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
for
Melissa.
that. And then Eddie says, we're looking into one of your group cruises now. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, we cannot wait to see everyone on board. We have some group cruises already announced that you can also be a part of. So if Hawaii is not on your list or you can't make that happen, feel free to go to jjcruise.com and you can check out the Apex group cruise. We also have Symphony of the Seas. You can find that on JJ Cruise FB
and where's that
Facebook. That one is out of New York. It's our Broadway group cruise. No Broadway performance, just Broadway fans loving Broadway.
So y'all, right now, we've got 3 group cruises that we're booking. One on the West Coast, one on the East Coast, one out of Florida.
Yes.
So wherever, there's no more excuse of like, I can't do this one because it's just not close enough to me.
Yes.
Like, yes, I suppose if you live in Chicago, that might be the case.
But river cruises in the Great Lakes is probably not on our itinerary anytime soon.
Yes.
Edna from Edna's World is
Edna,
here.
Edna, what is up? It's good to see you in here.
Yes.
Edna's a wonderful creator. Hi, Edna.
Let's see here. There's so much excitement in here. I
We're
will tell
excited.
you already. We already have like a good group of people going just from Patreon alone, which is fantastic. We love to see it. And we just love this community. If you've never been to Hawaii, the other thing I was going to mention, we're actually getting this trend here with our Patreon community as well. Family of our Patreon members are going as well. We're having that for many people where they're bringing their sisters, their moms, their dads, their grandma, their grandpas, like everyone, the whole family's going. So if you're someone who just wants a good rate, if that's like something you're interested in, you know, like you don't actually, like if your family doesn't know who we are at all or doesn't really care who we are, but they want to go to Hawaii and they saw the rate, totally fine. This is not a thing where you have to go to events. This is completely your cruise. If you want to come to any events, activities, you can. They're completely optional. Some people will see the first day and maybe never see again, and others will see every single day, many times throughout the day.
Yes.
It's completely up to you. Your cruise.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's you're the one that is buying the cruise. You get to spend it however you want. If you want to spend it with us, we love that. If you want to spend it away from us, that is totally fine.
And then Deb said, can a deposit be made in 2 payments? So good question. Deposits can be technically made in 2 payments, but it wouldn't actually be a deposit until the second payment's made. So in a way, it's like we could do it, but you won't have your full deposit made until that second one's made. So it just needs to be done within the deposit timeline. Right now, you know, if you have that question, feel free to let me know. I'll tell you the latest we can go with that. But in general, just know that that's how that works.
Yes.
Anything else here? It looks like we're good to go. I don't see any big questions here.
So we'll be looking out for those forms. Jared is the travel agent for this one.
Yes.
So he's actually the travel agent for this one and the New York
Symphony
one.
of the Seas.
I'm the travel agent for the Apex one. So I know that can get a little confusing for people, but listen, it's not like we don't talk to each other. If you email one of us and it's the wrong one, we just bounce your email over to the other one. So,
and we have booking links for all of them. So even if you're just looking to find that booking link, you can email one of us and we'll send you that booking link. Just make sure, do not email us all of your information. Please put it in the booking form. Why is that? It makes it go so much easier to where you will get booked faster and it won't be as much back to back because we'll have all your information in one place and can book you the right way.
yes.
So that's why.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we are a little late for
we're
our
ready to
dinner.
go? Well,
we gotta head out.
We're good. We're not late. We're running on time. So
We're running
close.
real late on time here. We're close.
So thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you all so much. Obviously, for our Patreon community, you know what to expect. We just dropped another podcast on Monday episode. That was a good podcast. But we also have another live coming up later this month. So stay tuned. We're going to test the Wi-Fi out to see what is best. We know once we get up to Iceland, it can get a little bit more choppy. No pun intended.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So we'll have to see, but we plan to do one of those, maybe a hot tub live in the future. I don't know.
You never know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the likes and the super chats and super stickers and the comments and the questions.
Thank
we
you.
always really appreciate it. And thank you again for joining our live yesterday. Yes, you got us 2 days in a row, which doesn't happen often anymore. But it was really fun. So thank you. Yes, hit the like button on your way out. Thank you, Jen.
Smash that like button on the way out. And if you're not subscribed, please hit subscribe. Thank you to everyone on the replay that made it all the way to the end. #replay if you see this. We would love to see it.
All right, until next time.